Hello everybody, this is Fernando for the latest Cryptids and Monsters video. Alright, let's go ahead and let's do another new entry here. This one actually coming from the random cryptid generator website that I use. What it landed on, I almost didn't include it here because in all truthness, this is probably most likely just a hoax, something that is used to sell a location and then help gather more tourists. I'll explain more on that here in a minute, and I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on it too. But it did land on this creature, so I'm going to go ahead and I'll feature it here. It's a weird mishmash of multiple animals, has a very unique look, an even more unique name. Those of you that are in Germany, in fact, you'll have a good chance of running into this creature based on its location, and I'll mention more on that here in a minute. You're looking at a representation of it now. It goes by the name of Wolpertinger. Hope I'm saying that correctly, Wolpertinger. So let's go ahead and let's feature everything that I can about this amalgamation of creatures, and then I'll give my own thoughts and opinions, again, siding with it being more on the lines of a hoax, but who knows? So here's what this Wolpertinger is. For starters, its location, you're going to have to go to an area in Germany, the Alpine Forest of Bavaria. If you go there, that's apparently its home. I didn't read anywhere else that this creature apparently resides at. So those of you that know that forest, maybe know more information on it. Bavaria, that's essentially where you'll find it. And it's going to be pretty hard to avoid not missing it, because here's what it is. Again, it's a weird mishmash of multiple creatures. You take a small mammal, which is usually on the lines of a rabbit or a horned squirrel, something small like that, in other words, and then you add it with wings, you add antlers, you add fangs, you add multiple tails, put them in a blender, and then all of a sudden you have this. You have the Wolpertinger. You have a creature that can apparently move with the speed of a rabbit, jump with the speed of a rabbit, have fangs associated with a predator, have multiple tails, and then also have antlers, I guess for either offensive or defensive purposes, and then finally have wings to fly as well. That is the Wolpertinger. It is something, again, that when you see it, you're going to have to probably do triple takes just to make sure that you thought you saw what you saw, but otherwise it's there in the forests of Bavaria. Now, the reason why it's more on the lines of a hoax and deemed as a hoax is because there's no evidence really linked to it. No photographs. Nobody has ever been able to catch it, let alone have any kind of video. No, too many associations linked to, let's say, eyewitness reports as well. The only quote-unquote evidence out there seems to be stuffed animals that are largely found in those areas linked around Germany. Munich, Germany is apparently one place, and then areas around the Bavaria place as well. And they're mainly located there in areas involving inns and then also shops. So in other words, tourist shops, the gift traps. The idea is that you're going there, you're going to be seeing this in a display, and you're going to want to purchase it. And when that happens, obviously, and it becomes a success, then the rest of the time, those displays come up again. And then more people buy them, and then it continues that cycle. And then, of course, you can just imagine that there's stories associated with those stuffed animals, like in terms of this is what people see out there in the forest, this is what people run into, this is what attacks people, and lo and behold, there's not an exhibit like showcasing real Wolpertingers, but instead you'll have these nice terms of gift shops and then items that are linked to them, various miscellaneous materials, all sold for a cheap price, and you can take it home. Hence, it's a tourist trap. So that's why it's right in terms of the analysis of this creature being more on the lines of a fake cryptid, a hoax, in other words, something that is, again, just benefiting some people that are there showcasing their wares, but otherwise there's no real proof linked to this animal being out there. But that doesn't mean that people still don't talk about it. It still is part of the culture there. It's been manifesting within various forms of entertainment. In fact, get this. There's one area there where it's featured in a game, popular game, World of Warcraft. In fact, you're looking at a representation of it here. You can see that it's a creature that you can obtain within the game. I guess those of you that play World of Warcraft, let me know. Is it something you collect? Is it something you attack? Is it your buddy throughout the games? I have no idea. I don't play World of Warcraft, so I have no notion in terms of this party. But otherwise, if you have more information on that, let me know. But it has made its presence into that type of game. How crazy is that? And then another area, it's a character, a main character in a novel that's called Rumo and His Miraculous Adventures. And in this case, instead of it being a rabbit or a squirrel, this is a dog. And so it's a dog that has all those other rest of the features. And otherwise, that's another presence linked to it. But that's pretty much it. Not much info elsewhere to talk about when it comes to this Wolpertinger, mainly because, again, there is not much to talk about it. There's just not much evidence or stories, eyewitness accounts, stuff related to the culture there, other than what's linked to souvenirs and tourists and gift shops. That pretty much seems to be it. Still, though, what could be fun is checking out that place there in Bavaria, and maybe you might see something along those lines. If so, that'll definitely blow things open when it comes to the world of cryptids, and I will personally eat my hat if that happens, if this creature is ever found somewhere out there in this world. But let me know what you guys think. Post those comments below. All right, everybody. Thanks again as always. Take care. Bye.